author, you're a motivational speaker. I mean, a young person who's doing incredible things. Why Cape Town? Good morning.
Good morning. Well, Cape Town is just a place that I got invited to by my agency, Cover Models. And since being here, I felt it's so vibrant, fun, filled with color, and I really want to be able to connect with the people and the civilians here so that I can introduce my platform, We Are Royals.
Yeah, talk to me about We Are Royals. I mean, I've read a bit about it. It sounds really interesting, and it's aimed at, I suppose, giving identity and purpose to young people.
Yes, yes, definitely. So We Are Royals is something that was almost cultivated over the years, where I would be able to now give back to youth and young adults to allow them to kind of tap into who they are. And when I mean tap into who they are, it's more or less finding their identity, seeing that their past is not what makes them, but it's more or less what pushes them to unleash the potential and the capacity of where they could be and who they can become.
All right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's your initiative. You've joined up with this initiative. How did it all begin even?
So it's my initiative. I'm the founder of and the CEO of the company. However, it's more or less something that was birthed out of my own hardships and my own pain. Growing up, I was bullied and teased. I had battled a lot of suicidal thoughts because I had so much pressure. Even in the school system, I could not even be able to grasp the education properly because of how much remarks and aggressive abuse, verbal abuse from my peers that I would get on a constant basis. The bullies would actually physically beat me up, and I didn't know who Nini was. There's a lot of times that I look in the mirror and I had an issue looking at my own reflection, and it hurt me. I didn't know if I was beautiful or if I was worth something in life. And even at home, there was a very toxic environment because I wasn't getting a lot of support system or encouragement about, even feeling beautiful on the inside or feeling beautiful on the external. So every day would be an issue communicating. I didn't know who or where to look for, help and support. And not getting that support put me in this box. I started to have issues with alcoholism. I would be very argumentative. A lot of arguments would just abruptly arise with my friends and peers. And it took a while until, 2015, where I was introduced into the fashion industry. I saw a casting call looking for the face of African Fashion Week. And mind you, I'm here in Africa, finally. and I feel that the fashion industry took me outside of my comfort zone. That shy girl started to melt away, and I started to see my beauty for the first time. And it wasn't just skin deep. I saw that I had an internal light that was being ignited through connecting with people in the fashion industry. I felt accepted for the first time. I actually developed a connection with God, and I was finding my identity. And through that identification, I was now able to give love to others and no longer have to battle with the whole suicidal thoughts and anxiety. I had a huge thing with communicating. Like, I could not speak to peers at all. I would freak out. I would be stuttering all the time. Even in school, I wouldn't even go and do classroom presentations because I wouldn't know how to talk. I was mute and no one could hear me. I would be talking and people were like, what is she saying? And now I'm able to voice myself freely because I know who I am and I'm on this journey.
Let's rewind for a bit, because it's obviously radio is a one-dimensional medium. People can't see who you are, and perhaps by not seeing you, they're not understanding the full context. Why did you not fit in as a youngster? Why were you bullied? Because I'm sure people listening to this now are saying, well, she's vibrant and confident and outspoken. I mean, it doesn't stack up that she could be victimized in the way that she claims. So what lay at the root of that?
So in my childhood, my father and my mother were quite disjointed. He actually physically abused my mom at the age of when I was 3 years old. So witnessing that caused me to go into a shell. So when I went into the school environments, I had a lot of pain that I did not know was evident until later on in life. And communicating with my peers, they would say things like, oh, why is she so quiet? Why does she not speak and communicate to us? I had a better relationship with adults because I have 3 elder sisters who are 15 to 13 years older than me. And then the problem where people would say about my color, because I was in a Caucasian predominantly school, and I was a dark-skinned woman out of maybe 3 other black students in the school. So they would pick on me about my hair, my nose size, my complexion. They would say about my size. Even when I was younger, I was much more fuller in body. Even though I'm slim now, I was fuller in body, had a lot more developments in certain areas. So I would be teased about that. Boys would actually throw pencils and erasers at my body and my bum and all sorts of things that make me feel like I'm an animal almost. And when I would constantly hear the students tell me about, okay, you're so black, you're so ugly, you look like a man, that's where my loss of identity took place. And I was really broken because, again, like I'd mentioned, that every time I look in the mirror, I would see a monster. I would see somebody that is not beautiful, somebody that does not have value or any particular purpose on this earth. I wanted to erase myself from the earth. That's why I had tried so many suicidal attempts. And I had severe acne at the time, so people would always say, oh, you look like Connect the Dots, what are those, pizza face, all sorts of stuff. And it really, really hurt me because it's like, how come I can never feel beautiful? Why does everyone just look at me like I'm worthless? How come I don't have friends? And that's where my voice was silenced. So that's why this platform, We Are Royals, gives an opportunity for people who seem like they have victimized to be a champion, to move forward into that understanding that regardless of what anybody says, society says, standards of media says, whatever is shown and projected in the media or what people say about you, it does not matter. It doesn't define you. What defines you is the knowing that you have purpose, knowing that you are a reflection of a creator that loves you. You are made with love, that understand that you're made with love because God is love. And when you think about that, you know that you're a packaged purpose ready to just be great in this world.
Makes all the sense in the world to me. She's in Cape Town for a couple of months. Heads up a product, a company called We Are Royals. We'll find out from her in just a couple of ticks what it is that Cape Town, how Cape Town's going to end up benefiting as a result. Her name is Nini Amerlise. Somebody wanting that will she have talks? I'd love to attend. Somebody saying I want both my daughters to hear this. Please make it available as a podcast. All right. So clearly we're finding traction with this one this morning. We'll keep the conversation going on the other side of these. We used to speak to. I don't know if you remember the story. It was a Cape Townian living somewhere in California that we used to speak to 15, 16 years ago on the show, and she was Miss California. I'm sure her surname was Thomas.
Was she like a beauty queen as she was crowned Miss California?
I don't think, no. She was just living and working there. We didn't ever meet her.
Vaguely
Yeah, she used to phone in on the show. Listen, that was you.
Miss California.
Miss California, 082 222 1049. She was, I'm Miss California at the time.
Our guest looks like she could have been like Miss Canada.
Miss Canada.
Miss
Not me or Dion, that's for sure.
I was like, wait, what, me? I appreciate that.
Did you ever enter any of those Miss competitions?
Well, you know what's funny?
Miss
So
Toronto, Miss Canada, Miss...
At least once.
So in 2015, I actually tried out for Miss International City, and that was in Canada for Toronto.
Yeah.
I placed as top model for the competition, not really any of the other categories, but from there, the following year, I won Rising Star Model of the Year for African Fashion Week. The following the year after that, 2017, I ended up becoming the first ever winner for Supermodel Canada, which is a spin-off to America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
So it was just like, whoa, like, what's happening? But yeah, it's just been an incredible journey and such a blessing, truly a blessing. Yeah.
Wow.
It blows my mind to know that you come from such insecurities and shyness and afraid of people to actually coming outside your shell and just being free.
Do you ever bump into any of those people who bullied you or had taken issue with you as a young person, and they see you now and they see obvious success and development and growth and just personal joy and happiness? I mean, have you ever had a chance to engage with them?
You know what's crazy? I haven't really. I know that they're online social media, and sometimes I'll see them like looking in my story feed on Instagram, but they don't really engage.
They're not worthy. Because you're a royal.
We're all royals. Yeah, they don't really engage, so it's okay. I forgave them. I feel like that forgiveness process and that letting go of bitterness really allows that healing to take place. If I hold on to, oh my gosh, like they said all these things, then my mind's going to be bombarded with all that darkness, and I want to just exude light and shine light everywhere and allow other people's lights to be rekindled and healed and their flame be burning bright. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure there are loads of people who want to contact you, want to partner with you, would love for you to come and speak and do those kinds of things. I mean, I know you're here to work, but at the same time, this clearly is a passion. How do people even go about finding you?
Yeah, definitely. They can contact me at my official email at contact@weareroyals.org. There's an official website as well called www.weareroyals.org as well as Instagram, weareroyals.inc.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's as simple as all of that.
The Puma's on it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are royals.
Okay, we are royals.
Uh-huh.
On Instagram?
.inc.
.inc.
Are you on it?
I'm getting there.
We're sorting it out. Nini, it's been an absolute blast. Thanks so much for coming in. Best of luck. And yeah, I'm sure in a couple of months we'll check in with you, just find out how it's going before you leave.
It's a blast. Thank you so much for inviting me, and it was really a pleasure.
And you're in Cape Town for how long?
3 months.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're now November, December, sort of.
Oh, girl, you've chosen the right time.
And next month's my birthday, November 3rd.